Hello, welcome back folks, Rock here. So just in case folks hadn't caught it yet, they've updated the Switch Online app to have Super Mario Galaxy and Super Mario Galaxy 2 packed in one, and it's currently on Switch 2. Well, I guess Switch, but you can play on Switch 2. They also added some icons. These are the icons for the Switch Online, and yeah, wow, they even got the Boo Shroom as well. Starbits, Luma, you gotta feed the Luma. Mario and Yoshi with Luma, Rosalina and Lumas, Bowser Jr., Britannites, and they also got the Gust Garden Galaxy theme going in the background there. Britannites, like how each of the categories here would have not only a new sound effect, but the Lumas, each of the Lumas. Missions here. Oh, they added another set of icons here for the game chats. Let's take a look here. These will be available until the 22nd. Neat little icons here. I think designed as if like part of the instructions, the manual instructions that they tend to do. Neat. Might want to grab one of these. Let's just grab the first one for now. Got a few hundred points left, but I've yet to boot up the game chat at all. Another set of, what's it called again? The New Super Mario Brothers. Wait, Super Mario Wonder, Super Mario Brothers Wonder. Yeah. So the Elephant Mario, Wonder Flower, and all that. Elephant fruits and drill shroom. Bellflower. Neat. Alright, let's boot up into Mario Kart World. Got a lot of thoughts about the new Mario movie, which I went to see earlier today. Oh, let me see if you can pop up the second cam as well. Cause get a little something. Boop. So you can see there, it's pretty big. The part of the Yoshi popcorn buckets. I'm not sure if I can maybe just leave it here or maybe bring it all the way over here on this side. Really, I don't want to put it in the way, but well, let's put it over here for now. Yeah, over here, popcorn buckets. I'm afraid to move the camera around because, or else just like it will wobble around and fall off, perhaps. So, but this is part of, yeah, see, partial bit of the Yoshi buckets. I did see the movie in theaters in 3D. It's for 3D glasses. I just placed them on top of the Yoshi. But in the thumbnail, you can see that, you know, how the bucket looks like. But I'm sure it's, you know, the image for the bucket itself has been floating around the internet. Real D3D. Fortunately, my theater also passed out these Super Mario Galaxy posters. Super Mario Galaxy movie posters. It's pretty much the official poster arts, little mini poster. I was checking the official website for my local theater and saw that they were passing out the posters. I haven't seen anyone else post any images of the posters, but when I saw that my theater was passing out the posters, I was like, wow, gotta go today. So that urged me a little more to head to the theaters. But yeah, got to see it around the 3 p.m. slots, which was a pretty good slot. There weren't that many people. There were, I don't know, a little more than a handful. You know, I would say like, I don't know, less than 20 people were there. Surely, when it gets closer to the weekend, there's gonna be a lot more people. So I try to avoid the crowd. Anyways, yeah, yesterday I was racing as Yoshi. We were doing the Bob-omb blast battle mode. now has been added to the battle mode. And yeah, guess we'll do some more races. Versus race. Where is the camera? Okay, that's right. Switch to Pro Controller. We could probably do some Knockout Tour. Apparently, we got 5,100 points for battle mode. I don't think anyone else is online right now, but we'll do some races. Yoshi. So many characters appeared in the Galaxy film. Yeah, let's go for standard Kart. Alright, speed's not that great, but I don't know. Let's do whatever. We'll probably just do some casual races. Yeah, that was overall pretty fun. I mean, it's a action-packed, fun, yeah. It's... Let me see, I don't know where to start. There's just so many things that occurred. So many character appearances, Easter eggs, and whatnot. Folks who are, like, video game fans and Nintendo fans in general, they would get a lot out of this. But, you know, there's some big lore to be had. Very well appreciated lore that folks who are, I don't know, a fan of the Galaxy, from Galaxy onward, and even like just longtime fans of, you know, the Mario series in general, I think you would appreciate what, you know, details they had for this this new movie. And how the characters tie to, you know, to some of these past characters. You know, lots of Lumas, lots of the outer space sort of you know, setting that is, you know, part of the Galaxy thing. And yeah, there's a whole lot of Galaxy, but they also mix in a lot of like other entries of the Mario universe. So you get to see a bit of Odyssey, you get to see a bit of Super Mario Bros. 2. And not only that, but you get to see characters from other Nintendo franchises. So expect a little bit of I wouldn't necessarily say Smash Brothers, but it's like almost a precursor to a Smash Brothers movie. Almost. But there are moments where it's like, oh man. Let's try to keep it, I don't know, maybe early, like this early on. I'll try to keep it spoilery free. But once, you know, if someone else has seen it and they want to talk about it, I'm here to chat spoilers. Maybe I'll save for like the next hour or so. So this first hour is gonna be spoiler free. Trying to say too much, but overall it's just fun action, lots of action, and in fact there's so much action that there's like less room to breathe, you know, if you know what I mean, like figure of speech, like less room to have the characters and setting scenarios breathe, you know. But I liked it overall. I do feel like it could have been a little longer, you know? If they were to extend some of the scenes to have like some resting points here and there, I feel like it would have been a much more polished film, if you know what I mean. Like polished, I mean like more... I don't want to just say extended, but like sometimes I feel like there were some certain places where even in the dialogue you don't expect them to say it in that way too soon, you know? You kind of want the dialogue to like live a little bit, live and breathe a little bit. So, sort of to learn and feel for the character first. Each of the characters, each new character that they introduce, in some of those scenes. But and then when the main character continues on and they would, the dialogue, the way it's written and the way it's performed, it's I wouldn't say it's like rushed, but it's almost getting there where it's like rushed. But you kind of get to they just get to the point. I think that's what it is. But just to move the scenes forward onto the next one. But yeah, I feel like they try to cram a lot in it, which makes sense. It's an action film, so action adventure, animated film. But yeah, you don't see like much of the character growing. You don't get any sense of that, like how the first film did. It's more like boom, boom, punch, left, right, jump. Combos of action scenes. One after another. But maybe that's good. Maybe that's a good thing. Because I feel like the more, like halfway through the film, I'm thinking, maybe they made the film this way because they want the kids to be entertained, like the younger crowd who has like a shorter attention span. And I think that movie, this new Galaxy movie is going to be keeping the kids entertained. There was at one point where, I think like midway through, when they start to introduce another Nintendo character from another franchise. I'll just hint that Miyamoto was responsible for the direction of this and the inclusion of some of these characters. And that there was like a kid that was sitting beside in the same row of seats. Like they got up. I mean, I guess I'm not sure they were bored or something, but like they got up. Probably went to the restroom and came back, but I feel like they missed out on important parts that they're probably not familiar with because they're so young. They're probably a kid that was like in either elementary or middle school. They're that young. It's by the looks of their height, like they were very young. It was like a row of them with a guardian. They had a guardian or parents or whatever with them. So they went as a group and they were sitting on my right side. I was in the middle of the theater, right slab in the middle, with the 3D glasses on, and like some of the other kids, they were entertained, but it's just that one kid that just got up and stuff. But I don't think that really says anything, but maybe it's just like they just wanted to take a break or something, because the film was just so action-packed. So upon seeing this character appear, I'm like, whoa, this is what we're in for. That was the moment where you want to buckle your seats and then, enjoy the ride. Because it was just so cool to see that character on the big screen. And I think if the official movie socials and also Nintendo on Twitter were to not post the images that they posted a few days ago of that character, I think it would have been so awesome to reveal that, not reveal it early on, and for people to see it and be surprised by that character's appearance or many of the few characters that appear. I think it would have been much a better experience, I think. So try to avoid all spoilers as you can. Or at least just go see this film as soon as possible. I think that's one or two ways to do it. But, I don't know. Just so that you can be surprised by it. But to not ruin the surprise for you. To not check Nintendo's. Yeah, they did. But the movie was meh overall. Yeah, I can definitely see that. I think, I was mentioning earlier, like I feel like there's like a rush, and I'm not even done with it. I'm not even done with it. But like the music, yeah. I wanted to get to the music part because I don't think many people has mentioned about the music portion of it. It's the music that makes it feel like it's rushed, because the way they organize the music, it's made in such a way where it's like a melody, or no melody, a medley of like different themes from, you know, different entries of Mario and other franchises. Namely, that other franchise that's made an appearance. but that was neat that they had some music from that other franchise. But when it comes to like the Mario Galaxy stuff, they keep on using the same. I love the theme song for you know, Gus Garden Galaxy theme, but man, they keep on overusing it. And I don't know if that's fine or not, but even in comparison, like the first movie, the first animated movie that came out a few years ago, they use like licensed music, you know, and a few of the official Mario themed music, you know, by Koji Kondo. But in this new one, it's like Galaxy music after Galaxy music, and not only that, but the same Gus Garden melody. Like they keep on overusing it. I mean, every once in a while you would hear like the main menu theme, you know, and that was nice too. But when you hear the Gus Galaxy theme like over and over in different variations, even in moments where it's not even necessary, like I feel like they could have used like a different piece of music for some of those other scenes. One specific scene that I can think of was, this is not spoiler, but like you kind of expect it. It's one of the action scenes where Mario and Peach would fight another character. I won't say who that character is, but I feel like that part there was where they would use another portion of the Gus Garden Galaxy theme. But why? When they could have like used there's so much in the library of Mario music that they could have used for that portion, and it's an action portion, so why use the Gus Galaxy portion? They could have used like something else, you know. But yeah, other than that, you know, the medley of the music, I know Brian Tyler, who's, you know, the composer or the music lead for the soundtrack for this film. He's done a lot of films, you know, a lot of iconic films, Fast and Furious and whatnot, a lot of big movies. So he's done the music for Galaxy movie, and I don't know. I don't know. It's like a medley of Mario music throughout. And oh, let's go to Starview. I want to get Starview in there. I think I want to try, if this was an option for the Blu-ray, is to allow viewers to watch a film and choosing an optional soundtrack. I think that would be an idea, just to see how the vibe would be like without that soundtrack. Because like throughout the entire movie, almost entirely, like 90% of it, 80 to 90% of it is like beat after beat, you know, iconic music after iconic music, with no, you know, without any resting point, you know. I don't know. They really amped up that movie by a whole lot, which I feel like would make the viewer very tired, you know, after a while. But I don't know. But it's that kind of movie. So I can imagine like once that film is released on digital or physical order, and you know, parents would have their kids would beg to watch it like every day or something, you know. And I can imagine like the parents of those children would be like, oh, this movie again? You want to watch this movie again? It's like the kids that want to watch Moana every day, you know. they always want to watch Moana or I don't know, Frozen or something. You know, like I feel like it might be one of those movies. So like, imagine the parents being sick of watching a Mario movie. But yeah, boom, 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 like scene after scene, like action scene after action scene. Barely any resting points, but if people want that, then this is that movie. Oh, we also got Spike. Spike also makes an appearance in there. There's a lot of cherry-pick things from across the series when they deemed important, and a lot of other things that feel forgotten. Yeah, I like the, I mean, it's not really spoilers since they put out the little video on it. But seeing some of the old NES era things in there, and like one little character, not even just one little character, but like multiple characters was pretty neat. Okay, we're not an hour yet. I'll give it like a you know, an hour. That's the disclaimer for tonight. Is like the first hour, non-spoilers. Maybe on the second hour I'll start talking spoilers. But yeah, I mean, I appreciate like some of the you know, little bits and bobs and nods to some of the you know, Nintendo stuff. But like the way, just the pacing of the film, yeah, I think that's what it is. I think it's the pacing that you know, that keeps it from being a perfect movie, but otherwise, like thematically, I like the Rosalina stuff. You know, always gotta cheer for the Rosalina. You know, and then yeah, and then it all comes in the end where, you know, the reason why she exists and how she connects with the other characters within the Mario universe, like that is important. And that first scene though, like now thinking about it again in hindsight, and how in the order of them introducing the characters, like, you know, opening with the Rosalina thing, I also wonder how the film would be if they were to slowly reveal and not just like show them right off the bat. Oh yeah, here's this new character that you may have seen. If you haven't seen her, then this is a new character for you. She's gonna be the star of the show, or this new movie. And I don't know, very action-packed. I feel like the princesses in this one are much more badass than even the previous one. But yeah. I mean, I guess the poster already shows some of the characters already. Let me show you the poster again. It's the same poster. I'll just show it on this one. Same poster that's seen everywhere else. You can look up like IMDb and stuff, and you would see some of the characters. If you look really close, you can see, you know, I'm sure it's been revealed and stuff. There's the Luigi in the frog suit. They brought the frog suit back from Mario Brothers 3. On the other opposite end, I think she was seen in the trailer, but she's in there. She's in that poster. So a couple of those characters from Super Mario Brothers 2, and even Super Mario Land. You know, some of those past like Mario titles from the 8-bit, 16-bit era, they do make an appearance. Ninja, glad to see Ninja in there. Even though it's like for like one scene, but you know, I don't know. I can imagine another movie, a different Mario movie where, oh, sorry, there's too soon there. Where, I don't know, it's much more slower paced. Not, I wouldn't say slower paced, but like more medium paced. Where we get to hang with the characters a little more, you know? I mean, at least we get to see Yoshi and we get to hang out with Yoshi. And that's good. Like, he pretty much had a lot of screen time with the main characters. He's pretty much part of the crew, you know, the Mario Brothers crew. It almost felt like watching the old animated series, Super Show, Adventures of Mario Brothers, or whatever it's called, Super Mario Brothers 3. So there's like 3 different names for the old animated series, but it was very much like that, where they meet up with Yoshi, and Yoshi hatches from the egg, and then Luigi has to be Yoshi's mother or parent, pretty much. I wish they could have gone that route where the Mario Brothers doesn't meet Yoshi yet. Well, I guess they would meet Yoshi, but he would be in egg form, and then when he hatches, he would first see Luigi, and then thinking that Luigi is his mother or parent or whatever, like that would be more cutesy. But I was hoping they would go that route, but it's already been done in the Super Show, or whichever it's called. Yeah, if they had gone that route, I don't know. But the way they portray it in the movie is just alright. It's still cute, but I feel like they kind of rushed it a little bit. I don't know. It's just okay. But I liked how they kept it like sort of a sewers location. Not really sewers, but like like a darkish area with the pipes and all that. Didn't realize I had a star. But I wanted to mention like some of the locations that they went to. It was pretty neat. I wanted to see. Oh my gosh, I burned myself there. I had a bit of a vibe of the '93 live-action film in some of the scenes. I'm not sure if anyone else had the same feel in some of those scenes. Like somewhere towards like second or third of the way, they would enter this newer area, and it reminded a bit of like the '93 live action, the other dimension that they step into. Like that world had a similar vibe, kind of like cyberpunky in a way. But yeah, it got me thinking back to like the '93 live action and how that world was designed to be like a cyberpunk sort of a Mushroom Kingdom. Like that part was pretty neat. Yeah, then we got to see Birdo. Oh, wouldn't it be cool to see Nabbit in there? So Yoshi was interesting. It was kind of explains the entire movie. Yeah. Yeah, I wanted them to do like, oh yeah, Yoshi pops out of the egg, and then, befriends the Mario Brothers, and then, introduces Yoshi to the rest of the Mushroom Kingdom and stuff. Like that would have been. I mean, they kind of did that, but like, I don't know. I kind of want that, the egg hatching animation to be like seen. But I don't know. It's just me, just like thinking back to the old show and expecting that to be, CGI'd, for the movie and stuff. But yeah, I mean, overall, it was neat to see Yoshi. You just need to see Bowser Jr. and also Bowser making a return, and the different like sides of Bowser. You get to see like many different sides of Bowser, which is neat. As we head to Dry Bones Burnout, I'm curious to see what they do next with Bowser and Bowser Jr. Oh, it's another thing I wanted to mention. It might get into like the spoiler territory, but what they did with Rosalina. I mean, what happens with Rosalina within that first part? I thought that they're gonna go the route of Mario and rabbits to Sparks of Hope, I think it's called, the subtitle for it. So if folks are familiar with that story, the whole thing with Rosalina and stuff, with that story, Mario and Rabbids, the Ubisoft game, you might know what I'm inkling about when it comes to that story. I thought they were going to go that route, and that would have been so cool to put on the big screen. And then my predictions for the Galaxy film would have been, spot on. But then again, the story's been done in the form of a game. But yeah, I really like that idea though. I just want that to be turned into a movie. The idea of the story, what happened with Mario and Rabbids, Sparks of Hope. But then it turned out, it wasn't that way. But yeah, but what they did after, and it was hinted like early on with the storybook and all that. That makes me think now, what if the physical version of the storybook would now be updated to include that one little story about the princess and stuff? I think that physical book that they're selling on the My Nintendo store might be updated to have that. Yeah. Because they would show like a sample PDF file that you can check before you buy it. It's about like 30 something bucks, 30 or 40 bucks or something. Maybe check it again. But I feel like they might update that to include that one little other story about the princess. Speaking of princesses, and how they're a little more badass in this new movie. I thought, what if like they were to get all the princesses, and then like I don't know, do like a trio, maybe include like another character somehow, maybe even Toad, and do like a side story / spin-off film. Maybe like a little mini-series or something. Or like Netflix or whatever. Or is it Paramount that it's tied to? Illumination. I think it's tied to Peacock, right? Either Paramount or Peacock. Either one of those services. But I think nowadays that they're more tied to Netflix. But anyways, I can definitely see like a mini-series just with the princesses themselves. Typical of how like other superhero kind of franchises would do. Like that would be like the DC spin-off shows, like Harley Quinn or whatnot, Harley Quinn, Poison Ivy, and there's like the Supergirl one, Wonder Woman, whatever. I could definitely see like them doing like a mini-series featuring like Rosalina, Peach, and each of the princesses just hanging out. Because I think even with this new film, it's the way that each of the princesses are portrayed. I feel like they got a bit more of that girl power sort of vibe, and I think that's what they're going for, like overarching line of characters where I feel like not many people are noticing, but maybe more so now. It's definitely standing out. So it's got a bit more of that girl power vibe. I mean, the Mario Brothers is still there. They're still fighting, but now we're seeing more of the princesses fighting alongside them. So I don't know. We'll see what happens in the third movie if they plan another one. I'm sure they'll plan another one. Right now, it's like one of the biggest movies, I think, at the moment. At least in the animation department. There's Slash Man. So remember getting him Sound Power in the mail? Introduced us to Super Mario World. Oh man. Yeah, Super Mario World is a great one. Yeah, I was just talking about the new Mario movie. It's very action-packed, fast-paced, and I feel like it's very driven by the music. I think if the music had like been lowered a little bit with more resting points, it probably would have been probably would have fit a little more, you know. But it just feels like it keeps going, you know. Like the film just keeps going and going until, you know, until there's nothing else, until there's nothing more that they can do. But what they put out was well appreciated. But I know. Felt like a full-on action film, you know, action adventure or so. But in the next hour, or the next half hour, I should say, I'll probably talking spoilers. But I don't know what else I want to mention though. I think I've already touched down on some of the parts that I feel like they could have fixed. But overall, it's just fine. Overall, very fine. Still a fun film. And today just happens to be fun day. Hashtag fun day. But yeah, I got my popcorn buckets. I would not recommend people to get the popcorn buckets. It's just a chunk of plastic with no purpose at all, other than, I don't know, just to hold your popcorn, snacks, or whatever. I put my Wii remotes in there. I kind of want the door portion of the popcorn bucket to be a little bit bigger, so I can actually put my Pro controllers in there. But it's a bit roomy in the inside. I can already fit like 3 to 4 different Wii remotes, and they're still in there. I might have to move them a little closer to the camera so you can see it. But my theater also had the posters passed out. They just lay them out on the table and you just can grab them. There's like some other stuff there too. There's like a different movie that they had on the table. I feel like I should just visit my theater more often. Oh yeah, Monty Mole was in there too. I don't think the cow was in there though. Moo Moo. But yeah, I grabbed like a few of the posters. Good thing I kind of guessed that they would have the poster. No, wait. I checked the website. That's how I knew about it. But I brought like a movie poster tube. One of these things here, like a movie poster tube to put the posters in. So it was a little more convenient for me. Lots of Reese's Pieces. I haven't had these for a while. Oh yeah, Slash. If you haven't, you may have seen it, but I've uploaded some videos of Michael Myers, some Michael Myers content. I was at PAX East this past weekend to play the upcoming Halloween movie, or upcoming Halloween game. And there's like a Guinness Book of World Records. Guinness Book of World Records is something else. I think they shortened it to Guinness World Records now. So we all gathered at PAX East. We were right in front of the building, and there were like well over 200 people dressed up as Michael Myers. They were passing out like the masks, the jumpsuit, and a knife. Showed it on stream the past couple nights. Got my Twitch bag over there. And then they let you keep it too. It's pretty neat. So if ever during Halloween I may want to, looking for a suit to put on, I'll just have the Michael Myers costume. But yeah, it was pretty wild to see like so many people just gathering to represent Michael Myers and stuff, and everyone just like cheering Michael. Such a vibe. It's just great to be like part of like horror history. But yeah, I got the official count to RT retweet the tweet that I sent out. It was just, I think it was Miles. Yeah, Miles is the guy from Ilphonic. I think he was the one that retweeted it. He handles the social media for his official Halloween game. Yeah. Yeah, try to catch like every part of that event. That's why I had to buy a second ticket just to go on Saturday. Typically, I would have just only gone the first day on Thursday. And then when I saw like so many things was happening on Saturday, I had to go back. I had to go back and you know, either record more footage or participate in the panel and the cosplay events. Like, man, why are so many things happening on Saturday? I mean, of course, everything happens on Saturday. So I had to go again. I had to spend that extra money just to go. I spent so much on PAX East, man. Just to get, you know, just to be there, you know. But man. But I think it's like probably the most I ever spent, I think, on a convention. Just to get that second ticket. But I think it was well worth it this year. Because usually if you just go day one, like one day for PAX East, it's just not enough time. I think 2 days is good enough, good amount of time to experience everything. And even then, like 2 days, like there were some demos that I didn't get to play at all. Like for example, like there was a Paranormal Activity Threshold, I think it's called. It's a brand new Paranormal Activity game, first-person view horror experience, and the line was already capped by like 2 p.m., 3 p.m. and the show floor doesn't close until like 6 p.m. So when I went to go wait in line, the guy told me, one of the PAX enforcers said, "Oh yeah, this line's capped for the remainder of the day." I'm like, the remainder of the day? Well, we got 3 hours left until the show floor closed. Oh man. And that was on the last day I was there too, so I feel like I think now I need to go back to my older way of thinking when it comes to like conventions. Do everything on the first day, you know. Do everything on the first day when there's less people there, and always consider Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or maybe less so than Sunday, Friday and Saturday, the busiest days. That is still a thing. If not that, then get in line early in the day, you know. But yeah, I feel like I would have had a chance to try it on Thursday, but I didn't. I didn't think to do it on Thursday. There's just not enough time in a day. But yeah, like stuff like that, you know, like man, I wish I could have demoed it, because it doesn't seem like anyone has posted video footage of it. It's one of those demos where you have to walk in and play a demo inside in order to, you know, because they don't show it on the exterior. It's like a box that they set up for the booth. And when you wait in line, there was like a trailer that would play on the exterior portion of the booth. And that's all you get, is just the trailer, just to tease the people waiting in line and stuff, or just passing by. But the full experience is like you gotta walk inside. What the heck? There's a shortcut there? I didn't realize there was shortcuts. But yeah, brand new Paranormal Activity. This year was like so packed with like horror games. Halloween being the big highlight. I met some other streamers there as well. There's a guy that goes by the name of Dream Warrior on Twitch. Should probably give him a shout out. Dream Warrior, who does a lot of Dead by Daylight, kept a lot of horror. He was also there at the cosplay meeting and stuff. I saw him like 2 times while there. So when I saw him at the, it was shown in the video too. Like Oh yeah, oh, aren't you that dream guy? Yeah, that was him. But yeah, it was neat to see, like, you know, familiar faces. Hopefully I can get his username correctly. I had Halloween at Michael Myers' house. Oh right, yeah, yeah, the way they modeled the booth, the Ilphonic booth, to look like the Myers house. That's so cool. It's actually like cloth that they wrap it around with, so it's like printed cloth, and it's not actually wood. It's just like printed cloth, but it's printed in a way that looks like it's, you know, from far away it looks like it's made out of wood, but you know, or plastic, whatever. But it's still pretty neat just to see it. And then they have the standee for the photo op, which is so neat. I wanted to like stream from there so I can get like live footage of it, but for some reason when I connect to the convention Wi-Fi, it wouldn't allow me to upload, so I couldn't upload it. I think next year I'll have to get my own cellular service and just upload from my own. I might also need to, I don't know, get a new device too, updated device. I don't have any Android phones anymore, as the past year. All I have are like old Nokia phones that doesn't even run Android. Or Windows Phone. But yeah, I think next year I'll probably be a little more prepared. This year and last year was mostly just like recording with the Osmos Pocket 3, and then because the video quality for the Osmos is pretty good, as you've seen in the videos that have been uploaded, and very smooth on the zooming and tilting and stuff, the panning. But overall, I like the quality of that. Recording 4K, 60 frames, I think it's handles pretty well. And I managed to fill up like a full micro SD card. I think it's like 128 gigs. And then I had a secondary SD card from the old Switch. I just took it from the old Switch because the new Switch 2 doesn't take the that SD card anymore, because you need like an Extreme or something like that. Micro SD Extreme. So I just use the old card as like storage for photos and media and stuff. But good thing I brought a second one though, because there was more footage than I thought that I was recording. And because I went for a day 2 on Saturday, there was much more footage to record. And I haven't even finished uploading all of it yet, so there's definitely more on the way. I think about like probably a little more than halfway through so far. But this is a lot more. I haven't gone through like the entire second SD card yet. But much more to upload. Yeah, there were some that were the thing with that camera, the Osmos, is that you can do like a triple click and it does like a selfie mode. Like it'll turn the camera around. It's almost like a gimbal. I think it's the same company that does the gimbal. Whatchamacallit? That stabilization sort of attachment for cameras and stuff and phones. And yeah, it's pretty much like using a gimbal, but it has a camera on it. No speakers though, so you can't really hear the audio when you play back the footage. So, but you can still manage like some of the files on there. It's got like a touchscreen on it, very small screen. We can manage some of the files just in case you accidentally record something. Yeah, it's a pretty neat device. But I really like it for the stabilization and just the quality of the video that we'll be able to record. So definitely be using it more for future years. There's some more, so retroware the developer or label that's behind the AVGN video games. They're also working on the Toxic Crusader video game, the beat 'em up. They actually had it in arcade form this year. I think I recorded some footage while I was there. And they brought a bunch more arcades this year. So they brought back the Dragon Ball Z, the Gundam, but not only that, they brought in a Sailor Moon arcade. And I recorded so much footage of it. So much footage, I think it's from beginning to end, like all the way till we beat the game. I didn't beat it, but I saw someone else beat it. I was like recording it, the entire thing. And first I recorded on like my friend's phone. Like he has an Android, so I just borrowed it out from him. It was recorded on there. The quality was not that as great. It's like a Samsung Galaxy or whatever. But the quality wasn't all that great. But like halfway through that session, I managed to get that recorded. But in the second session, like the other half of it got corrupted. The file for that video got corrupted. Because the app that I was recording with, the camera app, it was actually the streaming app. I'm trying to remember the name of it. I think it's the IRL Pro. Because I was trying to stream it as they were playing it. But it wouldn't upload for some reason. Because, I don't know, I think there's some way, probably something to do with the convention building's Wi-Fi and how they have it set up. They made it so that people cannot use it to stream from there or something. I don't know. I think they're blocking the uploads. They can download just fine. Like browsing the website or browsing YouTube while using their Wi-Fi was fine, but like you just can't upload. Or at least they limit the upload speed or something for anyone that's connected to the Wi-Fi, because you can do that. So I wasn't able to stream it. But the thing what that app does when using that is that you can set it so that it can save the recording to the phone, to the device and stuff. And so some of the videos would be saved. And those are some of the ones that I would upload. At least for the past couple years, that's what I did. And yeah, the 2024 one, it was working fine, but then like now it's not working fine, so they haven't updated that app. The developer of that app haven't updated their app for like 2 years. I think since 2024, September, since I last checked. And yeah, maybe that's probably why we couldn't stream. Anyways, I tried to stream Elements 1 too. Stream Elements also has their own mobile app. I tried doing it from there, it wouldn't upload, so there goes that footage. But anyways, like the second portion of that Sailor Moon play session was corrupted, which is why I went back on Saturday to record more in higher quality. So using the Osmos instead, and not the phone, because the phone quality would be a little lower. So I used the Osmos and just recorded all the way until it ran out of space. Recorded all the way till it ran out of space. So I'll definitely be uploading some of that footage up. But yeah, it was just neat to see that game out there in the open. And one of the main reasons why I was really excited for this year's PAX too, because I saw the schedule, and I saw that Retroware was gonna, they had a list of titles that they're gonna bring to PAX East. And when I saw that Sailor Moon was gonna be in there, like what? I had to be there. I had to be there. Because it's been like years since I last got to play Sailor Moon arcade. Because my local arcade up in New Hampshire would have it, but they would have a different cabinet design. They had the white one. It's like a white cabinet design, very plain looking. And then when Retroware brought theirs over, theirs have a different design. It's more reddish colored, and there's there's some marquees at the top. That's designed differently, and it says Sailor Moon at the top with a different logo. But But once I upload the video, you'll probably see it. And Tuxedo Mask is on there too. It's pretty neat. So that, along with Dragon Ball Z, fighting game, it's like tournament fighter style. And then there was a Gundam tournament fighter arcade as well. So those other two games, they were there last year. And then this year they brought the Sailor Moon one, which is great. And they also had the Mario Kart Arcade GP2. We're back. They had DDR, Final Fantasy, the rhythmic one. Let's see, what's it called again? The Final Fantasy, the rhythm game. I've got what the name of it now. But they had that last year too, so they brought it back this year. Not to spoil the footage, but was it a beat 'em up? A beat 'em up? Oh, beat 'em up, yeah. Beat 'em up, shim up. Yeah, it's the Sailor Moon beat 'em up game. It's the same one that was on the Super Famicom. And to many people's surprise, as they were passing by, many people were surprised to see that there was a Sailor Moon game at all, because that game was only out in Japan. And then you know, it would stop a lot of people. Like people would stop and take a look because they couldn't believe what they're seeing. But yeah, you're like, wow, there's an actual Sailor Moon game. Yeah. Oh, there's quite a few. There were like a good handful of like Sailor Moon games in the past. They just never released them here. It wasn't like Dragon Ball GT or Final Bout. Remember Final Bout? Like that was like the first Dragon Ball game ever released in the US. I still have the manual for that. Not even the game, I just only have the manual. But I played it. It wasn't that great though. It didn't meet our expectations at that time. I remember going over friends' houses to play it. But even before that, there's already been like so many tournament fighter style Dragon Ball games in the past, even back on like the NES and stuff. But they just never release them here in the US. Never knew it was an actual arcade copy. Yeah. So there's the I should also mention that there was a Ranma 1/2 fighting game as well. It was on the Super Nintendo, Super Famicom, Super Nintendo, and that was a surprise to see. Like I remember being surprised to see that Ranma 1/2 game, Ranma 1/2, as a fighting game. I was like, wow, there's a Ranma 1/2 game. I remember going to my cousin's neighbor's house, and then we were playing. Like right then and there, I was like, what the heck? Didn't know there was a Ranma 1/2 game. But yeah, Sailor Moon Arcade. I think it may have released alongside the Super Famicom, as they tend to do. You know, it would be a console version, and then there's an arcade version of it. But it's just like either version, so that they just never release it here. So, but for me, my local arcade would have that one Sailor Moon arcade. Oh, come on. Dang it. Lap 3 already. I'm doing so poorly right now. And yeah, even I was surprised when I saw it in person. Like, wow, there's an arcade version of it. You know, when I first saw it, and this was like many years ago. I think back in like 2011, 2012, when I saw it in person, and I was like, wow, there's an actual arcade version of it. It almost felt surreal, because like before then I only ever knew that it was all like it was just on the Super Famicom, you know. Yeah, they had to emulate it, play a ROM, and that's like one way to play it. And even then, like I already knew about the Super Famicom game back in like 2003, 2004, you know. And then then fast forward like many years later, yeah, let alone just knowing that game already existed, and then seeing an arcade version, physical form right in front of you, like man, it's like a dream. Insert a quarter and play it. I feel like I think I had like one of the Lumia phones. That's how I remember like what year it was, or at least approximately what year. And then I guess I didn't get to record it. And I feel like I could have had my friend record it while I play it. I wish I should have done that, just so that I can take a look at how the design of the cabinet itself was like. I only remember that it was like a white design for the cabinet. Like the exterior of it was like a white design. And next to it was the Simpsons arcade, like a 4-player Simpsons arcade, the classic. I was like, whoa, remember this? It was just me and 2 other friends. We were just hanging out, and we went to our local arcade. And now that arcade has been shut down, so it's only a matter of time before we ever get to see the next Sailor Moon arcade make an appearance. So this past weekend was the time. So magically, it just happens to be there, and I've been looking forward to it because even since last year, RetroWare had brought Dragon Ball Z, Gundam, and like in the back of my mind, I'm like thinking, man, what if one day they would get some sort of connection to provide like access to maybe bring Sailor Moon arcade over to PAX East. Lo and behold, this year was the year. This year was the year. It's not the same exact. It was the same game, but the cabinet design was different. This one is built by Band Presto or something like that. Band Presto is the company. So they would handle the arcade physical version of it. Developer was Gazelle. Yeah, it's not Angel, it's Gazelle. Angel was the one that did the other game, the other Sailor Moon game. Yeah. So I don't think that developer even exists anymore. Nor even Gazelle. But Band Presto, I think they're the ones that handle the arcade cabinets versions. Similar to how like Namco, Bandai Namco, or just Namco in general would handle the arcades for some of the games. On my lap. But yeah, I was really excited to see that game in there. They had like Time Crisis. They had House of the Dead 2 right beside it. But most of my most of the footage was of the Sailor Moon game. I'm like, wow. Can't believe they brought it over. So all the footage was like mostly of that Sailor Moon game. So yeah, I'll have to like gather footage and just put it up when I have the time. Probably sometime, maybe by Saturday, I'll probably have it up. But then again, like the length of the footage is pretty long and separated into pieces. So I think I might just do it where it's the phone footage and then there's the Osmos footage, because the quality of the two would be so different, vastly different. It may not be the entire thing, at least a portion of it, and I'll just just upload it piece by piece. But it's probably better that way, and not just like I could probably just like patch it up together and just have, oh yeah, this is from the very start of the game to the very end, but then it would be like different qualities if I do it in one whole video like that. So I think it's probably best to just put them in whichever device that I recorded on and just pile them up that way instead, or split them by like, oh yeah, first half, second half, and then yeah, maybe that will be the way. But yeah, I'm very excited to just even have that uploaded, because it's just rare to see that. It's just rare to see that game in general. Yeah. Yeah, I really like Retroware. I want to support them so much. Like when Toxic Crusaders comes out, I wanna support that release. At least that's like the one game that I look forward to them putting out. But they've got some retro inspired originals, like the Castlevania looking one. There's like a Contra looking one as well. Prison City, and then there's like a cyberpunk action game. I forgot what it's called now. Neon something? Neon. The Prison City is the one that's also on the way, if not out already. Oh my gosh, I don't know why I'm hearing echo. Hey there, Al. Al, throw it back. Thanks for the raid again. Al, I'm not sure you know, but I heard and read, and I'm sorry to say this, but I heard and read that Trovo is shutting down. So, hello, folks on Trovo's side. I'm Rob. I tend to stream a bunch of Nintendo stuff, past and present and future, and a lot of horror games here and there. Recently just finished Fatal Frame 2 Remake, and I plan to maybe go back to maybe do Nightmare Mode for that, but probably sometime later in the year, maybe towards September or August. Also got back from PAX East this past weekend. Quite enjoyed it. Big highlight for me was the new Halloween game from Illphonic. I'll be picking that up a notch. I think it releases on September 8th. And at Budella. But yeah, expect some spookers here and there. Also cover a lot of Steam Next Fest stuff, lots of indies. But yeah, I hear that Trovo is going to be shutting down. Sad to hear, but it seems like it's going to be heading there anyway, so eventually it might as well happen. But yeah, I don't know. I'm also on Twitch, I'm also on YouTube, so if folks want to find me there. There's a bunch of footage of Halloween, the game, the upcoming video game, up on the YouTube page. Quite some, it looks like it's going to be the next, like, Friday the 13th. So if folks are familiar with Friday the 13th, the video game, the recent one, it's made by the same people, or for the most part. It's still an Illphonic game, you know. They also made Killer Clowns from Outer Space, the recent Predator asymmetrical horror game, and the Ghostbusters one, Spirits Unleashed. So they handled all these different 80s IPs, 80s/70s IPs. Big on horror, and yeah, it looks like they're going to continue doing that. Whatever IPs they can get a hold of. They had a panel on Saturday, and John Carpenter was on webcam during that panel. So they had like people from the audience ask questions and stuff. I kind of felt bad because I feel like I wanted to ask John Carpenter a question because there weren't many people that was asking John Carpenter questions. It almost seems like he was just chilling on the webcam, just there virtually on the webcam. But I think if I had more time to think about it, I would have loved to ask him some questions because I'm a big fan of John Carpenter as well. And seeing that his like Halloween franchise it's being turned into a video game, and there hasn't been many Halloween games at all, you know. But he's also got like another game called Toxic Commando, which is like kind of like a Back 4 Blood sort of game. Left 4 Dead like, but not so Left 4 Dead. More so like World War Z / Back 4 Blood. Did a playtest of it a while back, or I guess I should say like a few weeks ago or a month ago or so. And it seems pretty fun. It's like a little less of like Back 4 Blood though. Like it's like Back 4 Blood, but like a lesser version of it, if you know what I mean. But it's still very fun. It's like a co-op zombie shooter. When Vince acquired, so the whole team dev went over to Behavior. Oh. For 7 Days to Die? Oh, really? Dang. So that happened recently. Hey, interesting. Let's see if there's anything else. Yeah, Dream Warrior. Let's see. I need to give him a quick shout out real quick. I don't know if he has streamed yet since PAX East is now over. But I think his username is just Dream Warrior, right? Inspired by the Nightmare on Elm Street 2 or 3, I should say. I like that entry. I like that entry a lot, and I was thinking about using like Dream Warrior as like a inspiration for the channel. Then I realized that, oh yeah, this guy already has done it. That's how I knew about the guy too. I was like looking up usernames and stuff, and seeing that, oh yeah, someone's already used like Dream Warrior. But I was thinking to use that as like a thematic thing for like personas and stuff, online persona. There are enough T-bombs. Oh, the Dream Warrior song? Yeah. I forgot how it went, but I remember it being like a pretty cool song. Just the concept of, being able to fight. Like, the group would gather together to fight Freddy. Like that was a cool concept for that franchise. Like, the third film and then the fourth film following the Dream Warriors was pretty cool. Like, that was a good, like, arc for, the franchise. Oh, being run over by baby Rosalina. Yeah, we were talking about the new Mario movie earlier. On the desk there, you see the Yoshi bucket. I feel I should probably turn him around a little bit. I need to have like some sort of rotating device, so I can just set on the table. And if I want to like have something on display, like an action figure or I don't know, maybe an amiibo or something, I can just have it rotate and display on cam or something, just so something would be in motion and not just like us sitting still. I think that would be neat. Wonka. This guy's name's Wonka. Oh, I realized that I was reading through the updates for Kart World. Apparently, you can hold the bomb a little longer. The Bob-omb, I mean, with the L, something like that. Yeah, with the L. The longer you hold it, the farther you can toss the Bob-omb. And that was part of the update that came out yesterday, or the day before yesterday, or 2 days ago. 1.60. 1.6.0. So I might want to try that out. I don't know if it works for like racing mode, but with the Bob-omb Blast battle mode, you can do it in that one. But let's test it. Let's test it on maybe the racing one as well. Dang it! I had all these mushrooms, I didn't get to use them. Dang. I don't know why I'm so behind. Yoshi? Right now I just have the Wii remotes in there. I can fit like 2, maybe 4. I only have access to the 3 right now. The other ones are in the bags, but so you can put in a game controller. you know, GameCube controller. See now the GameCube controller would fit much better because it's got the two, you know, the D-pad and the C stick. Whereas for like a traditional like Pro controller, like it's gotta hang on the two sides. But since this controller is a lot more heavier, it actually tilts the popcorn bucket a little lower to the front. But I think the GameCube controller fits snugly just fine. There you go. Now it's at an angle. I'm afraid to adjust the camera because it's not very stable. Let's try it. Unfortunately, the microphone is attached to the webcam right now. Trying to get Discord in view. Trying to read everyone's reactions to the movie. Oh, apparently there's an update for Fast Penguin as well. Maybe I should hop onto that tomorrow. Maybe there's a code to redeem. I don't want to miss out on it. Alright, take it easy, Slash. Ooh, I don't know how I hopped there. Oh, the super guys right there, the Super Koopas. Oh man, that's so cool to see them there. You don't often see them. These guys tossing the bombs, man. There goes the blue. Kaboom. Yeah. Oh, that's another thing I realized. The second movie doesn't have any Mario Kart references. Like, it doesn't have like Mario Karts as a thing, you know. So what if they were to do like spin-offs for each Mario movie? So I would count like Mario Kart as a spin-off. But what if they were to do like Paper Mario spin-off? Even though the Mario in Paper Mario is a different Mario than the 3D Mario. That's actually a different character in general. And that whole entire world is a different world. Like mirroring the regular Mushroom Kingdom and stuff. It's just its own like paper world, you know? And we don't necessarily know the size of it, and whether or not it's tied to like the Mario and Luigi RPG, yeah, entries. They might be separate, like how the games are, but like universally, like how they're attached to the other universes or other worlds. The paper world is its own world, and it would be neat to have like a, you know, spin-off pop up as like a moment in each of the Mario movies. And this Galaxy one doesn't seem to have it. At least from what I recall, there was like nothing in the form of like spin-off. Because you think, you know, formula wise, like that would be the Mario movie formula, is to have like at least one spin-off, while, you know, it's like an alternate story arc, or just like a scene that represents that spin-off franchise or whatever. Oh, that's a dirty move right there. Lost my star too. Should use my star sooner. And back at the end of the pack, huh? I was at the beginning, and then I fell back. So if the first movie has the Mario Kart, then the second movie should have, I don't know, another spin-off, like say Paper, or there's another spin-off. I don't want to mention like the sports series, because the sports series is just sports, and I don't know if they would we consider the Mario Kart franchise a sports series. It's racing, but would it necessarily be sport-ish? I don't know. I think some would consider it sport. What's another spin-off? I guess like Dr. Mario? And there was a piece of music from Dr. Mario. Yeah. But it wasn't necessarily like a scene that's like representative of Dr. Mario. Like there wasn't a Dr. Mario or Dr. Luigi or anything. It would be cool to see it. But I don't know what. That's press random. Like it would be neat to see like you know, something represented in the form of a spin-off. But thinking back now, it didn't seem like there was any. But there would be references to it. See what discussions are being talked about here. Guardians of the Galaxy. Oh boy. Oh right. Yeah, that franchise. I see. I already see posts of people comparing to Guardians of the Galaxy. The Marvel films. I've only seen the first Guardians of the Galaxy. I don't know. I take that back. I think I've seen the second one, but I haven't seen the third one, if there was a third one or not. But yeah, the first one was fun. I feel like, I don't know, sometimes like a franchise would get so overplayed. It's not to say like the Mario franchise is also very popular too. But if anything, I'd rather be on the Mario side than the Marvel side. Marvel side is fun, but I don't know. Nowadays, it's just not for me anymore. No idea why. I don't know. I just like fell off of Marvel. Like I think after like 2010, I think it's like we've gotten plenty of like Marvel movies already. Spider-Man, X-Men, and they could keep on like doing X-Men movies. So like I don't know. After the third or fourth, it's like, yeah. Oh wow. This car's coming out of nowhere. Dang! Triple bacon burger. Wow, good thing I wasn't electrocuted there. Triple bacon burger, man. Speaking of which, Happy Meals, they got the Mario Kart, or Mario movie, Mario Galaxy movie, to be more specific, toys. I think they are in to go along with the movie and stuff. I feel like I might want to maybe grab a kid's meal. I never had to grab a kid's meal, but I keep on missing out on them each time they put out Nintendo toys. The kids meals. Like all the Mario Kart ones, it's been a while since like 2011 or so. Actually, more so like 2010, 2011. It's like the last time I ever got anything. I rarely get to go there. The heck? I was gonna jump on the yellow. Hello, moving through. Nice. I'll take that. That time I was a little more focused, but also it was very chaotic. Chaotic through the motions. Okay, so I'm looking at the official Discord server for Fast Penguin, and they have a couple codes up. I might want to redeem ASAP, because today is Wednesday, and you gotta redeem them before the end of the night or something like that. And it looks like they're bringing back Midnight Masquerade, so maybe this Friday I might hop onto that. And then the code for the crystals expire on the 3rd, and they're going by specific time, so, or Pacific time. I'm gonna check that out. Maybe redeem it beforehand before I hop on Friday. But we shall see. Oh, apparently season pass points goes up, so they're probably prepping for season 9 or whichever season that's happening next. Wait, season 9 is the current one wrapping up, and then season 10 is on the way. I think that's what's happening. Oh, yeah, they're making way for Fast Penguin 2.0. 2.0. So that is the thing. No idea when Mario Kart World would have a 2.0, but Fast Penguin is already at the 2.0 soon. But yeah, lots of exciting content arriving for 2.0, including a peak-like mode where you get to climb co-op with, like, you know, a 4-person mountain climbing mode, which is set for the next season. So that is going to be exciting. It's almost as if, like, the past year that we've been broadcasting, I tend to feature like Fast Penguin and Peak together, and maybe the devs of Peak saw that I was playing both those games and enjoying them. They must have seen, you know, that footage and thought, so what if they were to combine Peak, you know, mountain climbing aspect of Peak to Fast Penguin? That is wild. Yeah. That is wild. What's up with this Bowser Jr. here? It's so wobbly. At one point, it looks like he was like using the rewind feature. Wow, I didn't know the shot goes on the railing like that. Watch out for the Bowser Juniors. Get those coins! I wish all these tricks that I'm doing here would matter. Oh, it's not even the final lap. Oh snap! I didn't know I can connect that. I should just stayed on there. Roll into the double. Got gold trim. So you can get past these guys. Dang, look at that crowd. It's so mid. It's hard to get past them. It's like the gold trim doesn't even matter. Like, no matter how many times you click it, yeah. Using the gold trim, it doesn't give you that big enough boost like in the old games. Like, even compared to the 64, like, that gold trim matters so much. Like, give you so much boost. But in these newer games, like the gold shroom doesn't even, there's no boosting with that gold shroom. It just, the animation appears and the sound, you can hear the sound, but you go nowhere. You're moving the same speed as the other guys that doesn't even have the gold shroom. So it's like, doesn't even do anything. So turning that corner, like, and while using it, it's like, what's the effect of the golden shroom? It doesn't even do anything. Yeah, it's like not even like I'm pressing it, but it's almost as if I'm not even. I didn't even have to use it to even go that fast. To even go the way that I was already going. Oh, Scarpetta, that's the Blumhouse one, right? Check this out. That's the Scarpetta's the one that's on Amazon, I think. Yeah, I saw him by the Blumhouse Games booth at PAX East, and I saw the poster of that. They has Nicole Kidman in there, Scarpetta. Haven't seen it yet though. Apparently, I think that was the one that I think was on Amazon. Amazon Prime and stuff. There's a swoop there named R. Let's go destroy. Let's follow that Bowser Jr. I feel like now that the movie's out, the new Galaxy movie, there's gonna be a lot of players playing as Bowser Jr. Maybe in this new update, Bowser Jr.'s got the extra buff. Ba-da-ba-dum, bum-ba-dum. Whoa now. It's a Mario. Should let that go. Should have went for those coins on the side there. Here comes the blue Spiny. Wow. Lucky Bowser Jr. Hit those tires. I had a feeling I was gonna hit it. I like how the shell just follows the railing. Did it do that before? Unless they updated it. The path or something. Ooh. Double. Looper. I thought they did like a little jump. I'll take fourth. Too much better when I'm like more focused. Man, how many points did I lose? I don't know what number I started out with. I should have like maybe typed it out first. But now we're at 7,300. Oh yeah, Coin Coffer was in there in the moments in the film. Oh yeah, today's also April Fool's Day. I think of the horror film April Fool's Day. My memory with that, we had a VHS that was labeled April Fool's Day. I thought at first, this was when I was like a kid, like back in like the early 90s, like 1990, 1991, somewhere around there. And I was already like a big fan of like Freddy Krueger or Jason or whatever. Mike Myers, Chucky. And upon seeing this tape, like a VHS tape, marked April Fool's Day, I thought it was gonna be like a family-friendly film, but when I popped it in, I was at my aunt's uncle relative's house, and so I assumed it's their tapes. So I was looking through and I was like looking for something to watch and like, oh yeah, see this April Fool's Day. I thought it was gonna be a fun family film, family-friendly film. Popped it in, and it's already like a killing in the first like scene, and lo and behold, it was like a horror film. It's like a slasher horror film. Opposite of what I thought it would be. But thus, April Fool's Day. But yeah, I haven't gone back to that movie ever since. I still remember to this day though, just the title of the film at least. But yeah, maybe someday I'll get to maybe revisiting it. I don't remember much at all. There's another one that's like similar called Mother's Day or something like that. There's Mother's Day and there's also an April Fool's Day horror film. Each of them are different, but also very similar. Similar in a way where it's like a sort of indie sort of vibe, and not. I guess more so now it's like more obscure. Hey there, Travis. Yeah, I think these days they're a little more obscure, but they're not as popular or well known. Even back then, but yeah. We just happened to have it on VHS at the time. Not anymore though. What the heck? Those guys look like they just stopped there for a moment. Come on. I got no mushrooms here. Ooh, 13th. Friday 13th. Ooh, spicy city. Animated series from Ralph Bakshi. Same guy that did Fire and Ice, Cool World, Fritz the Cat. He also did Wizards, and did he also do the Lord of the Rings movie? I'm trying to remember. But legendary guy. Who's also doing like adult-related animation and bringing that to America. Fan of his works. Bum, 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 bum. But yeah, what you're seeing here is the Yoshi popcorn buckets. The controller there. Wii remotes inside. Just got back from the Galaxy movie, which is out today. Got a poster back there too. Showed it earlier. Wait, was there a poster? Oh, okay. Someone's mentioning how one of the characters looked better in the film than in the poster. But I see which poster they're referring to. How dare they steal my item box? Right in front of me. Jack Black just sang Mario song on NBC. Ooh. By Mario song, you mean the Peaches song? Again? I feel like by now he's already sung like performed that song so many times. There's actually a little reference to it in the new movie as well. Not by lyrics, but he does like the melody of it. Upon his appearance and whatnot, when asked about Peach and stuff like that. Fun film. I'm sure more folks will be able to see it once it hits streaming and stuff. Since the first movie is available for streaming right now, for free. I think you can watch it for free on, what's the website again? The Walmart one, Voodoo, I think, voodoo.com. Yeah, the Walmart streaming service. With ads, I think. Yeah, I think if you like the first film, you might like the second one. A little more of the characters within the Mario universe. Oh, get out of there. Oh, they gave me a gold. One more lap to go. What the heck? That thing was like still on like this side. Ballad of Super Mario. Oh man. Fire Yoshi. Wario. All I can say is, there's some mid-credits scene and also post-credits scene. Yeah, stay tuned for those. Something important shows up in the end. Yeah. Oh yeah, they're definitely making a third film. Looking forward to it. They might actually do a spin-off film too. Multiple spin-off films. But, I don't know. Maybe they'll show more characters, more other franchises that Nintendo has under their belts to make an appearance in the third film. Maybe two. Who knows? Who knows what they'll do in the next one. But, more Mario, the merrier. The Mario. More Mario, the merrier. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed new one. I think, I don't know. It feels a bit rushed. But I wouldn't mind watching it again, yeah. Just to get the, the action vibe again. And I likely would watch it again so I can show folks on Discord. Whoever hadn't seen it, they'll get a chance to watch it on Discord or something. So I'll likely either pick up the Blu-ray when it releases or wait for a sale or something. So going by release schedules, typically like the physical version of it, after the theatrical, physical version would arrive like at least 2 to 3 months, like 2.5 months. So let's see, April, May, June, so summertime. So around June or July, that's when the Blu-ray might actually hit the streets or hit streaming services. So hopefully around that time, midsummer, and that's a good time to have that movie out on streaming services. So it's good that they release the film around this time of the year. So by summertime, people have a chance to watch those films on streaming services, on Blu-ray, physical or DVD or whatever. And also play the games, because the games are also re-released on the same day. Galaxy and Galaxy 2 on Switch. So, therefore, families would be getting out there to get those games. If not already. Oh yeah, Super Mario Land style here. Or actually more so like Super Mario Land, Super Mario Brothers 2. Looked like it was like on my side or something. Luigi! I don't know why Luigi tried to pass me there. While I have the star. I had to decelerate there, just so I can gain control again. Seems like I'm going so slow right now. It's like I'm not getting enough speed. Everyone's just like speeding up past me. And I'm just in the way. Maybe it's my cart setup. They changed to a bike or something. Daisy? Wow, right? Why'd they go for me? I've got wings. Yeah, it had to happen right before the finish line now. Oh, it's like 12. Still very mid. See what's happening. I think if folks didn't like the first movie, they're probably not gonna like this new one at all. But they might like some of the Easter eggs and stuff. Even then, it's like you gotta really look around to find them. But yeah, I feel like it's a very Miyamoto sort of influence in this new one. Oh, I already got hit. Trying to release coins for everybody here. I just happen to be in the way of everyone. I don't know, man. I need to change my card setup to a more speedy one. Going standard is like way too slow for these guys. Barely even make top spot. Right as I'm just like starting the goal streak. Man, one more lap to go on. Coins. Man, I only got one coin out of that. So silly. Might as well go like double. Shrooms and a shell. Oh wow, that guy just like blocked that one. Whee! Looking back. I was like 6. Man, I gotta gain my points back. I feel like I lost so many points since the start of this this session, and I don't know how much I've lost. The first like hours, like me just like ranting about the movie and stuff, and then I must have lost like so many hundreds during that. Oh, I'm sure Jack Black is gonna be doing lots of interviews and making it to multiple shows, talking about the movie and stuff, as he tends to do. Let the man do his thing. I'm sure he's a busy guy, but it's good that, you know, he's hired to do all these different movies. That's the thing with like with casting like well-known actors who's already been in the business for like so many years, and then, you know, they get like another role for, you know, this next upcoming hit movie, and, you know, of course got to go on tour with the rest of the crew. But I think when something like the live-action Zelda movie comes around, we'll have like lesser-known actors. You know, who knows about some of these actors, and, you know, what other films they've been in. You know, not many people have seen some of the other films that the cast for Zelda, the cast for Link in the upcoming live-action Zelda film. You know, and not many people have watched the films that they've been in because they're a newer face within the industry. Everyone knows Jack Black, but how about these other guys in the upcoming Nintendo film? Are people paying attention to them? I don't know. I think they will soon. Oh wow, it's a nice hit. Maybe this cart setup is more speedy on water than on land. There are some mechanics in this where depends on land or water or air. The cart setup would be a little more speedy. Oh gosh. Alright, I'm gonna keep the horn in case there's a blue shell. I wouldn't mind staying a second though. Oh yeah, there's a Donkey Kong one. Oh, there's Spiny. It's good to avoid that. It was neat to see Donkey Kong still doing this thing. Even though it was like so minimal. Yeah, I'm not sure if I should hold on to this, because I feel like someone's gonna use like the lightning, and I'll lose all of it. Oh my gosh. Where's that red shell? I'm prepared for it. I'm ready to use it, man. Dang, that cut. Bob-omb got the cut. Oh. What the? What's happening there? was like I was like spinning around trying to. It would look like it was trying to hold on to the railing there. Oh no, there it is. I was waiting for it. Had a feeling then. The thing was, like, I was holding on to that for too long. Yeah. And everyone just, like, busted right through once the lightning arrived. But can Nintendo characters compete with Disney in film? I don't know. I mean, it's happening right now already. Take a look at the numbers. The latest Galaxy movie is doing numbers as high as Moana 2. So if that's any indication, there's your answer. But then again, I don't really pay attention to what Disney's doing. For me, it's like DreamWorks. I'm more of a DreamWorks guy than Disney. Speaking of DreamWorks, there's a new one coming from DreamWorks called Forgotten Island. Check out the trailer for Forgotten Island. It's pretty good. They actually show that during the previews for Galaxy. Linked it in Discord like a few days ago when it first came out. The trailer for it. I can scroll back and find it. Yeah, it's called Forgotten Island. Slated for release on September 25th. I'll copy and paste it over. Forgotten Island. It's actually it's supposed to be set in the Philippines, so the characters are actually Filipino. The emoji there is a burrito, but it was meant to look like a lumpia. If you know what a lumpia is, then good on ya. It's a little reference to Philippines culture, Filipino culture. But it looks pretty good. I like the animation for it. Adventurous, fun. Seems like it's gonna be like the next. I wouldn't say like Turning Red or K-pop Demon Hunters or anything, but it still looks like a fun vibe. There's also gonna be a what's that Sony Pictures animation film with the family? I'm trying to remember the name of it. The family that's. It had the Furbies in there, the giant Furbies. At the later part of the film. The McKennies or something like that? Not McKennies, it's like... It's supposed to be the last name of the family, but don't recall what the name was. But that film was fun, where they, they travel. I think they go on a trip or something like that, and they try to reduce themselves from using like phones and all that, and then they go and retrieve like their father from like an army of robots. I don't know. This is such a fun adventure film. It was up on Netflix for a bit. I'm not sure it's still on there. It's called the McKennas or something like that. Yeah, I think it was either American made, maybe it's Canadian made. I'm trying to remember now. But they're making a sequel for it, so looks like it's gonna be fun. It's got that kind of vibe with Forgotten Island. except it's more about friends, like friendship. And the things that you forget would end up on this island. And so the longer they stay on that island, the more they'll forget their memories. So it's about like trying to remember the good times with the friendship and stuff. So looks like it's gonna be like a feelsy sort of adventure film. So I'm looking forward to that one. Summer release. Oh yeah, they did show the new Shrek. Not really new, it's like a anniversary version of Shrek. Time to meet your maker. I like that. Time to meet your maker. Nice little nod to the other Mario game. I guess that would be the spin-off then. Mario Maker? The spin-off? Yeah. Yeah, that would be the spin-off. Okay, yeah, I think I'll accept that as the spin-off. So it seems like that would be the formula when when they do a spin-off for each Mario movie. Again, this is like deep thinking as a Nintendo fan. Like you gotta, even though I mention it now, and like casual fans would not understand it. Might not even understand the words that I'm saying, but I'm just saying it out loud just for myself. But if folks enjoy that sort of thing, then sure. If they just enjoy the vibe, then yeah, I appreciate it. But something just like clicked, I think, in my mind just now after seeing that movie. So yeah, that portion, towards like the third of the way, that is the spin-off. So in my mind, it's already connecting with the first one. Even though it wasn't as obvious at first, but I guess now it is. I mean, I kind of really have to think it, because since that spin-off is a little more recent, and not like a long-running franchise or anything. Now knowing it is like, oh yeah, it's acceptable. They follow the rules just right. Even though there's no official rules, it's just that upon seeing the two movies, it's almost become like a thing, you know? It almost feels like it's become a thing. They have to include like a spin-off some way. Oh, that's that. Whee! Ooh, fourth. I'll take it. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. I like how everyone's queuing up here. I like that the penguins would appear again in the new film, and they're so apparent too. Like they continue to use the penguins as a I wonder if we'll ever see Wario. So far, I don't think there's any reference to Wario. Oh, Easter egg hunts on Nintendo Today app? Sadly, I don't have a proper device to download the app and install it, since it's only on iOS and Android. Man, keep on missing out on the items. Wow, missing out on the lunch bags too. These guys are ruthless, man. What the heck? Barely got any coins there. So silly, man. Bam, 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 bam. Had to do a quick turn there. Oh man, took a lot of items just to catch up to these guys. It's probably best to to get it towards halfway through the course. All the necessary items: golden shrooms, star, a boo, all the necessary items. The mega shroom helped a lot too. Well, for a moment it helped a little bit, just to crush some other racers, and then golden shroom the rest of the way. That certainly helped a lot. Again, the timing of the items, the order of the items, that is the way to go. But really, it really depends on the RNG of the game. the game's nice enough to send you those items and make the best of them. Alright, here, let me back out. Now, BRB, real quick. Be right back. Whoa! Into the screen! Oh wow, the music! Look at these frames. Look Peach. Oh man, the frames there. Alright, back out. You would think it would be like a remake of like Luigi's Mansion 2 or something. But man, what a course! Oh gosh, look at the cow udders. Did the camera just like zoom in on his face? Oh no, let him go. I want more of this course. This is probably one of the best designed courses thus far. Not seen this whale. There have been whales that appeared in some of the Mario games. Paper Mario, I think. Yeah, this guy here. Oh, look at him. The big whale. Also, today's World Oceans Day, by the way. Look at that, that plane is just dropping some blocks. World Ocean Day, by the way. Look at this. Oh, your blowhole. Let's see. Don't slip in there. Could be like Geppetto and Pinocchio. Hold on, let's see. Man, it's not bad. If only there was like a moon. Oh yeah, there's a moon right there. Oh, snap. Oh, there it is. Whoa! Look at that shot! Oh man! Right there, you got it. Man, with the sunlight too? Look at that. That's like cinematic shot right there. Just tilt it. Look at that. Oh man. Look at that. The big blue. Man, good thing we did a trick too. Oh, I'm trying to do like a performance trick and get a good pose in. The flame is in there too. Gotta get a good shot here. Right next to Pauline too. Oh, Pauline has got the snap. Hold on. Get back in there. Mario Kart World. I don't know if I want to do any knockouts. I gotta see how many points I had last time. I think I had like 74, 7500. I went down to like 7300. But usually the case when I'm not focused on the races. But I don't know. Do I want to do knockouts? Let's do knockout. Do a little bit. Let's do Rosalina. Yeah. Probably not recommended. I'll go for like a small character, but oh, this one's got speed. Maybe want to use speed. Ooh, charging truck. Soon buggy. Maybe this one here. Stats not that bad. Then again, this one seems to top all of them. the baby blooper. Try to avoid using this one, but it's just so much competition. Okay, let's try this one. Acceleration might not be great, but we'll just do speed. 1-up. Oh yeah, 1-up Girl, the song from Odyssey also plays in there. Again, there's like a lot of like Odyssey stuff spread about. More so than even Galaxy. Well, I don't know. There's quite a mix of different iterations of Mario. The platform Marios to be included in that film. It's like even Dr. Mario. There's a theme song from Dr. Mario that plays. I love the I love how everything was portrayed in the Galaxy film now. Overall, definitely how I imagined. They turn her into like a hero, like a, I don't know, almost like a Sailor Scout or something. Yeah, it was neat to see it, and right at the opening scene too. They gave the princesses like enough screen time, a decent amount, where it almost seemed like it's gonna be like a girl power sort of movie, you know. I say girl power to describe it, the vibe that, you know, that sort of vibe. Man, all these Bob-ombs. It's not even Bob-omb blast. Oh, I see. About the wall, the trick. Bowser Jr. yet again. I feel like we're gonna be seeing a whole lot of Bowser Jr.'s now. Lots of Bowser Jr. fans. Oh, don't hit me. Yeah. Here we go. Oh, I forgot this is Knockout Tour. I forgot about the rules of Knockout Tour. Yeah, the first 20 and then first 15 or something like that. Oh, here comes the dinosaur. There's that scene with the dinosaur. Shouldn't probably say too much of it. But since it's already past the 2-hour mark, I should go ahead and talk spoilers. Maybe not too deep, but like, you know, a couple scenes in there. Even though that's like more of like an Odyssey sort of vibe, not so much Galaxy. But the scene with the dinosaur, I feel like they could have replaced that with any other enemy. And please, they could have done it. Yeah, could have replaced it with a Galaxy enemy. Why not do that piranha? You know, the big giant baby piranha. That was the first boss in Galaxy 1. Like that would have been a great enemy to feature in the film. And for that spot too, for that part where, you know, they make it to that area. And I feel like it would have fit much better, because there would be like, you know, Mario Party minigame where you get chased by Petey Piranha or whatever, you know, like that would fit well. But I think they made it that way so that even without thinking that there's a dinosaur that's chasing them, but you can get the vibe of like Yoshi's story, or just the adventure of Yoshi, where it's the story of Yoshi trying to take care of the babies. Like that could just very well be its own spin-off film. Just like how in the first film Luigi gets chased by the boos and the bones, the dry bones. Further making people wanting a Luigi's Mansion, just the idea. It plants a seed in your mind that makes the viewer want a certain thing to happen, like a certain product to exist. Therefore, that's what people think, oh yeah, maybe there should be a Donkey Kong movie, a Luigi's Mansion movie. Now, how about a Yoshi's Island movie, Yoshi's Story movie, The story of Yoshi. Super Mario Brothers movie, something like that. Yoshi's Story, Super Mario movie. Super Mario Stories movie, I don't know. So, in general, I think they just call it Super Mario movie. So, what if they do a spin-off where the title of it would be Yoshi's Story, and then underneath it, subtitle would be a Super Mario movie, something like that. I think that would be the way. And then me wanting a princess, each of the princesses in one, going off on their own adventure in a mini-series. I think that would be neat. But they don't necessarily have to title it The Power of the Princesses or anything, or adding a subtitle for Super Mario Brothers movie or Super Mario movie or something. A Super Mario adventure or story, They don't have to do that. But, I don't know. If it makes sense to add it, then, yeah. So, if they do, a Luigi's Mansion, it doesn't have to have a Super Mario movie subtitle or anything. Or if it's Donkey Kong, But it seems like it's all bloomed under the same umbrella, right? So, a universe of Nintendo films in general. Star Fox, could that be the next one, I shouldn't have said it out loud, but I think we're already past the 2-hour mark, so spoilers abound, kind of, sort-of-ish. But yeah, Pikmin, Star Fox, bring it on. Bring me a Star Tropics Earthbound movie. Would they ever do that? I feel like Earthbound would make much more sense as a movie instead of a, I don't know. Could they ever do a new game? If not a movie? Yeah, I don't know. If it doesn't make sense to do an Undertale movie, then it probably wouldn't make sense to do an Earthbound movie. But I think an Earthbound movie has to happen first before an Undertale one can happen. And then again, oh wow, I didn't realize. I was in 5th place. Yeah, next race. I think I'll probably be on for maybe another half hour or so. But yeah, quite enjoyed. Yeah, it's sad to see Trovo is now closing down. Kind of want to show Yoshi's face here. Let me see. Oh yeah, I found my my GameCube adapter now. This one here. Been looking everywhere for this thing. Apparently it was in one of my bags because I was heading to my cousin's house for the holidays. So it's been missing ever since. It was just in one of my backpacks. A backpack that I barely use nowadays. But then I was bringing that backpack over to my cousin's. Just in the case that I can hook up my Switch 2 or something. I finally found it. It was in that bag. So now that now that I found it, I can probably maybe play some GameCube games on the Switch Online. GameCube app. For the Chibi Robo, or what else did they release? Pokemon Colosseum or something? You know, I have physical versions of those games. I can probably try the digital version for Switch Online. See how they run. If only they could put Sunshine on there, I think it would be great for the summertime. And what else? Like Wave Race? I haven't played Wave Race Blue Storm. It's another great GameCube game. The only one I played on there was Luigi's Mansion. So far for the GameCube app. But I feel like they could add like Eternal Darkness. I've got that on physical. Got a bunch of other... Oh, Mario Kart Double Dash, of course. That would be a great summer release. Would they release that this year? That's the question. Oh, gosh, good thing I roasted the last one there. I'm not fully focused here. I'm just gonna casually race through and, I don't know, try to do as much as I can. I don't think the coins even matter in this, does it? Well, aside from, you know, speeding up. Flying the other rope goes in the air. No, I want to use the blue. Should have done that a little sooner. Second. Oh man. Take this. Grab all the coins so that others don't get it. Oh, of course. Wow, lightning too? In a row? Wow, I'm at the end of the pack. Aside from that Nabbit. Let's see, can I go over here? Oh man, I had a feeling that it was worth testing out, but I wasn't too sure on when the road ends there, the mud. It's quite a risk to do that. Uh-oh, here it goes. It's wealth. Wow, lucky. I don't want to go towards the middle again. Sorry, Young come. Oh, I got a star. I didn't know about that. Oh, I could have gone up the line there, but it's okay. Got a feather to jump. They got over there. Oh, this guy just shortcutted his way. Shroom. I'm guessing this is around the time when Japanese players were hop on. Oh, here he comes. Oh man. Blasting into the line. So far so good. I don't think you can escape the spiny shell with the feather though. I tried it so many times. It's popped up many times. I would have the feather, but even when I try to jump using it, it doesn't escape it. I think it would, you know, with the mushroom and stuff. Unless you have a mushroom, you can just save it, but feather doesn't have that speed. I know that boo is trying to chase me. Trying to draft. Yep, there he goes. Man, he took all my bananas, man. You that hungry? Oh man. Losing momentum here. Chocolates! Oh my gosh, look at these guys. I had not seen these. Mario circuits. Dang. I went right past the other items. Need those items. Oh wow, I was like one spot away. One spot away. Alright. On to the next one. Thank dude. This guy from Germany or something? Thank. Alright, let's do another one. Bum 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 bum. Oh yeah, here's the Yoshi's face. Yeah, it's a little too difficult to be showing this. But I put 3D glasses on them. Kind of somewhat see his nose a bit. But this guy's like pretty big, man. It's like, can't even fit him on the camera. Unless I adjust my camera in a way where it's like visible, but it does require a little bit of effort. In the back, you got the poster. Poster that they handed out. Communication error. Oh. Got a few of these posters. This is almost the same size as a Resident Evil poster, actually. Almost the same size. I feel like I should probably hang it. We'll probably replace the Resident Evil one temporarily. There, maybe put it up here. I go with the Mario Kart 8 one. Poster of the day. Right behind me. Or to the side, I mean. Get the idea? I don't think I have anywhere else to place them. Alright, let's get back in there. I feel like... Oh yeah. Seems like I erased the points up a little bit. Let's go back to races. We'll stick to Rosina in this out. Especially with the speed there. Handling seems okay. put one poster up. Y'all supposed to. Right now it's a little invisible on this side. Whee! Bum, bum, ba, ba, bum, bum. Yeah, when it comes to the popcorn buckets, some people might actually prefer the regular tin ones. So it's good that they offer like a whole bunch of options. So it would be like the small light up Lumas, different colors Lumas too. Like, man, the merchandising for this movie alone is like, must spend so much. They have like the red, the orange, yellow, blue, green, and yellow. But I mentioned yellow already. I think the other color was like I think there's one other color, but I'm probably missing. But yeah, lots of variety of colors. I would have gotten the regular yellow Luma. Yeah, I did. We were talking about the movie for the past 2.5 hours, so I'm kind of like already talked out of it. But right now I'm just going about the merchandise for the movie. So as you see here, there's the popcorn bucket, the Yoshi one. Very expensive, by the way. Yeah, haven't got down to to talk about how expensive they are. So as mentioned, the Luma ones would light up, and they have different variety of colors. The Yoshi one doesn't have much purpose. It's just a chunk of plastic that opens up, and yeah, I'm just putting my controllers in there. Yeah, put snacks in there. Other than that, it didn't have much else. No other function. But I had an idea. Wouldn't it be neat if each of the popcorn buckets, even the tin one, would have another functionality in the form of amiibo? Now that would be a neat idea. And of course, like, maybe a person could just like modify it to have like a NFC chip attached to it, whichever amiibo, you know, they can just modify it themselves and place it underneath the popcorn bucket or something, or onto the side of it, maybe into the nose of this Yoshi one. And the same thing for the Lumas. I don't know if there's a separate individual Luma amiibo, and they probably do. They probably do have it. Maybe I just forgot about it. But yeah, just adding that amiibo chip chip to the popcorn buckets would be neat, because it's essentially like a bigger figure. And they did have that epic yarn Yoshi one in the past during the Wii U era that was very limited. It was like a big one, almost the size of this thing. So I see like the popcorn buckets being like an amiibo, similar to how they do the cereal ones. You know, the cereal boxes was an amiibo. As it scan official Super Mario cereal that you can eat. I've got a box and I already. They taste like Trick cereal or Lucky Charms even, because they had mushrooms in there. It's more so like Lucky Charms. So that was fun. That was fun when they had it. But now there's no more amiibo boxes for those. I still have the box though. I haven't tried scanning it though. I haven't tried scanning for anything. But now with this new Galaxy film, I feel like Amiibo makes sense to go along with the Galaxy 2 re-release for Switch. And then upon scanning the Amiibo popcorn bucket, you get the items for those games. Wouldn't that make much sense? To further help with the promotion and marketing, especially with a new release. It's a little something, for the folks that watch the movie and play the game when they get back home and stuff. But you get that little power, that little Nintendo power, extra Nintendo power attached to it. You feel a little bit of that Nintendo magic, so to speak. But yeah, any questions? Just write them out. Try to answer them. Popcorn bucket will unlock extra content for the Switch 2. Not necessarily Switch 2, but the games that's on the Switch 2. So I was mentioning about the Galaxy 2 that's released on the Switch right now. It doesn't necessarily have to be on Switch 2, but if it's on Switch, it will be compatible with Switch 2. So not specifically Switch 2, it will be segmenting the audience, because you kind of want to get it on whatever the current systems are. So counting Switch as well, because more people would have Switch than Switch 2. So, I don't know, something like Mario Kart World or the Galaxy 2 specifically, because that is simultaneous release with the movie right now. So, in case folks haven't seen it, Switch Online app right now, you check. There's some icons themed after Galaxy 2 that's released right now. There. Oh, there's some new designs for Animal Crossing as well. Check those. Look, there's even music playing too. So, Galaxy 2 re-released on Switch. I like how there's the music playing on this page here. There you go. Yeah, the easier players are hopping on. But yeah, so they're not doing it. I mean, it's just an idea that it just popped up, and man, I feel like they could have gone a little further and just add Amiibo to it. That would give these popcorn buckets and all the different movie merchandise a little more purpose, Just making them Amiibos. Any future merchandising, just add it as Amiibo, give it a purpose, an extra purpose. It may cost a little more, I don't know. I don't know how NFC chips would cost more these days. But it can't be that hard, right? Especially with the cereal boxes that they put out in the past. Do more of those. That way, make this popcorn bucket a little more worth. Give it a little more purpose, than just sitting there. It does take up a lot of space too, so I don't know. I'd rather have the Epic Yarn Yoshi amiibo than have this bucket. But it is what it is. I would not recommend picking it up though if you plan to go see it. Do not give in to the popcorn buckets. You can go for the other ones, but don't go the Yoshi one. I would not recommend it. I'm gonna see how much the Luma ones cost. I thought they were gonna be like in the 20 range, no more than 20. Then this guy turned out to be a whole lot more than twice as much. I thought to get it, The cool thing about the Lumas though is that they light up. Maybe the lighting might not be as bright, but I think for nighttime it might be, you know, like a nice little night light sort of item. Especially for like desktop items. It'll be like a nice little lamp you can turn on and stuff. So I gotta see if I can get a hold of one of those, especially the yellow Luma. Yeah, because I feel like the yellow one would light up a little more. With the yellow light, I mean. Man, that shot came out of nowhere. The path that I'm taking is just a way. It's not recommended. Rio. Think of Rio from Running Wires. Speaking of which, I need to catch up on that episode. I feel like it's been like 2 or 3 episodes behind now. Maybe this weekend I'll probably catch up on it. Should use it for this part. Oh, I thought I was always sliding. Held onto the R2, but didn't do the thing I wanted to do. Wow. Didn't realize that was the last one. Alright, let's get in maybe get like the race in. 1, maybe 2 more. Good luck. Tomorrow's gonna be another early day for me. Oh man. Yeah, it's pretty much just a chunk of plastic. Chunk of plastic. And I feel like you can just probably scan this if you have like a 3D printer and scanner. You just scan it and just print replicas of this thing. It's just, I don't know, piece by piece you can just get all the pieces printed out and then just put it together. And then you have your very own Yoshi popcorn bucket. Unofficial, but still functions the same way. That's why I feel like they can make it even more worthy if they were to turn these popcorn buckets into official amiibo, you know? It doesn't have to be official, but like, just give it more functionality. Either you make them light up, yeah, like Lumas or something. I don't think Yoshi would be the type to light up. Maybe if it had sound, you know, because you can't really replicate the sound portion of it. But giving it amiibo, will go a long way, you know? That would be worth keeping. On the desk, I mean. On the shelf, whatever. Oh snap, you can do. You jump off the poles too. What the heck? Oh, there goes one of the posters. Is it still knockout toy? Man, everyone just loved that happy. I just happened to be at the wrong place at the wrong time. This might just be a regular race. Alright, final lap. Oh wow, good thing I was in ghost mode right there. Nice, I'll take it. Ba-da-ba-ba-da. Would be cool. Amiibo popcorn bucket. Oh. Gotta love it. My ideas are out there. Maybe not so much, because you know, I don't think Nintendo's really taking ideas from these streams or anything. But yeah, I mean, maybe someone out there may have the same idea and just like modify their popcorn bucket to have amiibo support. That would be awesome. I'd love to see it. That way I would just like try to do my own version too. But I think it's a matter of like maybe gathering one of those amiibo cards, the right amiibo card, and then just attaching it to either the side of the egg or something, you know, or even the nose, you know. Because you can actually go inside. It's actually hollow. Inside is hollow, and you just like attach whatever. And then if the Joy-Cons can scan through it, that'd be awesome. Let's do one more. It's probably the last one. I don't know who I hit there just now. Thank you, Race. Coins everywhere. Dang it, I was trying to avoid that banana. Oh, starving. Koopa Beach. This mirror mode. And with all these coins, man. Ooh, I'll take some. Plus 3 points. Alright, getting back our points, 7,400. Wait, is there one more? Let's do one more. This will be the final one. Wherever we go. This is my last game. And thanks for playing. Ooh, Original Faces of Death is getting a deluxe 4K release from Vinegar Syndrome. Very nice. Not sure how much they can improve on the already sort of like low quality, which I feel. But it would be interesting to maybe revisit. It was up on streaming services, I think on Tubi. I'm not sure if it's still on there though, but I wanted to like revisit that. I haven't seen it since like high school days, well over 20 years. But man, back in like middle school onwards to like high school, we would talk about Faces of Death. There's always like one friend in our class or classmate that would mention it. Then I would have like a neighborhood friend that also mentions it, and that was the person that we watched it with. We've been watching like parts 1 and 2, but apparently there's been like 4 or 5 films. Haven't seen them all though. Ooh, look at all these bikes. This is like a new course that I haven't seen. I mean, old course, but with all these different setup vines and stuff and ramps. Makes it all brand new. Just hit the shells. Staying a little friendly here. Coin copper. Ooh. Royal Race Ray? Or Peach Circuits? Gotta recall this one. Man, Donkey Kong actually shot the shell at me. I held back from shooting the shell at him. I think he would realize that. But maybe he just wanted to like pull the items or something. On my way! Oh, you silly goose. Ooh, I'll take 2. I'll take second. I'll take second. Be getting a whole lot of points for this. Fast planes of Mario Kart World. And or Mario Kart, any Mario Kart. We tend to feature a whole bunch of them. Can be found on YouTube. Playlists. Got a whole lot of Mario Kart in the past. We've streamed Mario Kart Wii back in 2008 on a site called Ustream. Yeah. And Holly here.
Yeah.
Yep, that's right. But specifically, if you want to find more Mario Kart World stuff, this would be the command. Mod search Mario Kart's World. Once in a while, I tend to feature it, especially when there's like a new update or something. So this has been version 1.6.0, of which there's like a list of updates on the official page, and you can find a link in the description if you want to search through the entire like general fixes and or whatever things that they've done for this update. But generally, they had added Bob-omb Blast as a new feature. It's an old mode on the Double Dash, and then they had it in 8 Deluxe, and they brought it to World, so you need to have it as part of the battle modes. And who knows what they'll add next. Incremental updates for World, it seems. Anyways, looks like ads are about to start, and this is where I'm gonna end. So thanks all for joining. Thanks for the chats on the new Galaxy movie. Just out in theaters now. I'm not sure I want to do like a separate video for the popcorn bucket or anything for the movie. What you see here is what you'll see on the movie. Maybe like future days throughout the week, I can probably show the posters and the bucket again. I'll probably leave it on the desk for like a week at least. Yeah. Thanks all for joining. I'll take off from now. Not sure what I'll have for tomorrow, but I'll figure it out. Fast Penguin has an update or something, or maybe I just want to redeem the crystals or whatever. So that could be on Friday. Try to get my friend Sui in. Co-op on that. And yeah, I'll figure it out. Possibly some demos on the way too. Alright, so I'm take off from now. Have yourselves a wonderful rest of your nights and your day. See you next one. Later.
See you next time!